Hey guys, how are you doing, guys? How are you all doing? How are you all doing? Let me share myself. Let me share myself. Báwo ọdún? How are you? Báwo ni ọdún? Mi ṣó ojú mi lẹ́nu jàre because mi ò make up and I'm going somewhere. Ọdún báwo? Thanks so very much. Don't want support me. O ṣe ọdún. Mọ́mí ẹ̀ ń kọ́. So are you in Nigeria? Ló ti wà Naija ni? Hmm? Eh? So ti wà Naija padà ni? But wálé ń kọ́. Eh? So the topic today it is married to a king in Africa. The topic today is going to be amazing, very interesting. Hold on, guys. So let me share myself. Sometimes I need to share myself. If I don't share myself, people will not know I'm online. I'm going to share myself first, then go ahead to the topic. I know some people might want to come for me because in this kind of journey on this YouTube, some people don't want you to say a word. Some people don't want you to talk. And everyone opinion, has opinion, has his or her own opinion. In life is free. Okay, you're seeing Dubai. Oh, that's nice. So I hope you're okay. So okay. Hmm? Odun, after I'm done with this chat, I am going to private it. I'm not going to leave it. Because this topic, I just have to say something about it. Because I don't even wanted to come online today. But I don't know why. But I still have to say something. So what is going on, guys? I'm not going to show my face because I'm trying to dress up. I'm going out. So what is married to a king mean in Africa? In Africa. Odun, can you say something? We're going to when somebody married to a king, Odun, it's not new to you. You know that when married to a king, what do you expect when married to a king? Hmm? Odun, let's say, let's say that you are my daughter, right? Let's say kings propose to you that wanted to marry you, okay, and you agree to marry to the king. And what married to a king is all about in Africa, we are not talking about Western world. We are talking about Africa, particularly Nigeria. But we are not talking about Western world. I am not talking about London. I'm not talking about Dublin. I'm not talking about European country. We are talking about Africa, particularly Nigeria. So this topic is Africa topic. It's not about Western world. So if you want to make a comment, don't bring a comment like a sentiment about Western world and how it should be done in Nigeria. So how it should be done in Nigeria, it is different from how it should be done in other European country like America, London, all that European country. How it should be done in Africa must definitely done the way it should be done. So when married to a king, what do you expect when you marry to a king? Even when you marry to a rich man, some rich man, some rich men, some rich men, they live a life like a king. Some rich men, they live a life of a king, not to talk of marry to a king. Do you know why when you marry to a king, why some king are allowed to marry as many wives as they want? Why? It is not against the law to marry a king, and when a king marry more than one wife. It is the tradition when a king have plenty multiple wife. Why they have multiple wife? Let me explain to you. I've never married a king though. I don't have a sister. Even if my sister wanted to marry a king, I would be so happy. Eh? King wanted to marry you. Ah, I will be jumping. I don't care. You know why when you marry the king, you are going into the royalty. You will be respected. You will be more valued. That mean in your generation you'll be calling prince, princess. There's value when somebody, oh, princess, prince, princess. That means in your generation, your sister marries a king and you have a family that related to a king. So a king doesn't practice me and my husband. When you marry to a royalty, you don't expect me and my wife. Let me explain to you. Some oloris will be in the palace. They don't live. Some people live in the palace. The ex king that die. Some of them in the palace like 150 years, 30 years, but they don't send the queen away out of the palace. So some tradition when a new king comes, some the new king is have the right to take them as a wife. A king doesn't reject any woman according to tradition. Tijani, Odun, yes, you know about marriage to a king, yeah. According to tradition, they they gave they gave they presented woman to a king like a gift. Some kings men will just come, oh, Kabiyesi, I want to marry this my beautiful daughter. A king will never rejected the offer. Any king that will be rejecting any woman being given to him as a gift, the kingsmen, the chief, all those, they will not like that kind of king. And a king, when a king want to marry, when a king have a wife, let's say your husband was never a king before, and he was so fortunate to become a king, you should expect you are going to have another wife. The best thing when your husband become a king, if you don't want to have a polygamy, you have to divorce him right away, because you have to follow the tradition. If he doesn't want to have a new wife, the kingsmen, the chief, they will never be happy with him. Some of these chief wanted the king to marry their daughter, but they want to belong to the royal family. They want to derive the they want to enjoy the royalty. So when you, let's say, before you marry your husband, he was never a king, and your husband becomes the king, is their turn in their family to become a king. You should be expecting you're going to have more oloris coming to you, coming on your back. You are going to have multiple olori. Do you know why they do that in Africa? Why they do that in Africa? Because in the next generation, after the father die, when the king die, the Ifa might not choose your own son. The Ifa might end up to choose the fifth wife child. But when you only have your son, maybe among your children, The farmer might not choose them, so they want multiple children from multiple wives. That is why king marry more wives. It is not an abomination, it is not a crime, it is the tradition. If you don't want to practice polygamy, if they ask you to come and become the king in your town, you better don't accept that. Just tell them, you know what, I don't want to hurt my wife. I don't want to become a polygamy. I am not interested. Give it to my brother. Give it to my younger one, because I don't want to practice a polygamy. The moment you accepted to become a king, you are going to practice a polygamy. You can never escape that. But when you become a king, everything about you is going to change. The orientation will change. If no matter where you were coming from, maybe they brought you from America, maybe they brought you from London or any other European country, the moment you go to your town and become the king of the town, you go to live the life you were living back there in Europe country to your back. You are going to live the life of your great forefather and do it the way it is being done. So when married to a king, you don't accept to be only you. I never see a king marry one wife, but it's few, few. But particularly the richest king will never be with one single woman, because when a single and then when a king marry to one single wife, it's almost like a bachelor, because the wife can be spoiled, because the wealth will be too much for her, because sometimes when you were spoiled, you misbehaving, because no one but you. But when you have multiple wives at your back, you will sit tight, you will sit up, because there will be competition. In a royal family, it is always a competition. They compete, and the king enjoy. The king, do you know they say aye oba. The king ah enjoy the life, choose any woman he wanted to be with. One single woman will not be dictating for the king. How dare you telling the king what to do? How dare you? Don't even look at king eyes. You have to be on your lane when talking to your husband as a king. You don't stand upright and be talking to king. You are his wife. You have to be on your lane. Bow your head down. That is why he's a king. He's your husband, but you need to respect him, to respect the crown, to respect the crown. That is why he being called a king. The crown. After God, God is our king. But after God, the king is the king in the world. The king. So you have to honor the king the way you honor God, but you have to honor the king in the world, and they should be respected. Yemi, I'm not going to show my face. I'm making or I'm going out. I'm trying to make myself beautiful. I'm going somewhere. How are you doing? So topic today is, we're married to a king. What do you expect? I just want to. This topic just came. I don't want to. I don't need to come on live today, but this topic came. I don't know why God gave me this topic, because it's not my job. I'm not a blogger, but I must say something about it. I'm not a blogger, but I must talk. See, are you okay? So when married to a king, you have to forget about me and my husband. No. Do you know? Do you know palace? Palace is like an institution like this, like a governor of the state. So that is the reason. That is why when married to a king, that means you marry to a governor of the state, because the king is the king of the town. So there will be too many multiple. Some people believe in the palace. You can't dictate to them to leave. Some women will just bring themselves to the king. King, please make me one of your wife. Please, king, please, I want to marry me. Everybody wants to be in a royal family. Do you know what it's called to be with a king? Ah, how my sister did not marry to a king. I will be jumping. I don't care if my sister is 7 wife, 20 wife, 1,000 wife. That means you were connected to the royalty. You were being connected. It could be generation, maybe your son in the future can become the king in next generation. So king marry multiple wives because king wanted to enjoy his life to the fullest. It is a tradition in Africa and Nigeria. Thanks so much, Yemi. So it is our tradition. It's even people in Western world, European, they knew that our tradition, our king marry many wives. When our king want to travel abroad, they will issue visa for the first wife, second wife, third wife, fifth wife. They will never question the king. Why are you taking this wife to America, to London? Because that is our tradition. When I was in high school, secondary school, I studied history and government. I don't know. I didn't know that our tradition is polygamy. But later on, I will be listening to Western words tradition. It is a borrowed tradition. Polygamy is our tradition. Those kings have followed our tradition because they are traditional king. They have a traditional king. They are not a governor of the state. They are not the president of the country. They are a traditional king, the king that follow tradition. It is because of the help of this king that our tradition will still be remembered. If not because of this king, we might forget our tradition. Our tradition is our source, where we originated from, where we came from. Yemi, I said before I open my no, Yemi. I said before I started this chat. I said I don't want any negative comment. Okay, I don't want anybody to be cursing anybody. We are talking about tradition. Don't say rubbish. Okay? Don't say rubbish marry the king. We are talking like the way it is done. And we are talking about tradition. Okay, Yemi. I have to say when I'm done with this chat, I'm going to turn off my comment section because I don't want anybody to come and be rubbishing and be saying all sort of word on my channel. Because this is my channel, this is my platform, and I have the freedom of speech. I have the right to say anything what I got to say on my channel. Everybody have his right to our own or his own opinion. If I finish this chat, I'm going to turn my comment section off because some people, they don't want to listen to what tradition. I don't know. Sometimes I'm Nigerian. I can never deny my country where I came from. But the tradition is still the tradition. When a king marry because traditions doesn't against it. Yeah, that, yeah. King marry as many wives as he want because he needs more wife in his palace. The palace is very big to the extent that it is too big. It's going to be too big for one single wife because there are too many activities going on in the palace that it is will be too much for one single wife to handle. It is like an institution. Some of these kings married because they needed some of this wife to take care of some activities. Okay, you handle this, you handle this, you handle this. They can't give it to stranger. They might not handle it very well. So people that marry as tradition, do you think they're going to love? Let me tell you, Yemi, when you want to talk about love, eh? Love, you find love when you come to Western world. They will love you to the core because Western world, they don't play with people's emotion. They don't play with your emotions. Oh, when you give your life, you give your heart to somebody, they want you to committed, fully committed to the person you say you love him or you love her. That is Western world culture. But this Western world culture will never change Nigeria African culture. It will be difficult to change our culture because even in Nigeria, a man that is not a king even marry multiple wives. So Do you think our culture can change to a Western world culture when a man that is never a king, it is not satisfied with one wife? So talkers of king that marry multiple wives, because the king that marry multiple wives, he will make sure he do equal for each one of them because he have the money to satisfy them all. But I never said about other thing o. But when a man, yeah, so when you are looking for a true love, you find true love in the Western world. They shop one woman at a time. When they were done, they will pick another one. That is why divorce rate is many in Western world, because they will never be with two, three wives because they cannot share their love. But when in the Western world, a man can marry you today and divorce you next month when he's tired of you. Yeah, when he's tired of you, you'll be what have I done? He will tell you, I am done with you. I don't love you no more. I don't want to be with you. It's done. And he will pick another one, marry another one. If you can take somebody to the court today and marry the person, you might tell the judge, I am divorcing her, I'm divorcing him. The judge will never force you to be with that person because you don't love him, you don't love him. That means you can't be together with each other. But in Africa, in Nigeria particularly, one man can be with different women. I don't know why they do that, but they will say our tradition, talk less of a king that is entitled to marry as many wives as he choose. Because institution palace, it is like a state, like an institution. When a one single woman is disrespecting the king, even when you marry multiple wife in a palace, one single woman will never disrespecting the king because he knew there's a competition in the palace. He will be pampering the king, be oh my goodness, looking for favor from the king because she knew she's not the only one. Yemi said no woman has to be okay for a man to marry multiple wives. Yemi said the woman has to be okay for a man to marry multiple wives. We are still saying the same thing. When the topic is, I know that some people will come for me, and some people that don't want to know there's something called tradition. But any woman that born in Nigeria, any lady that born, any female child that born in Nigeria, in that country, in Nigeria, knows tradition because they teach you in government in school. There's nobody that will tell me, oh, in your government or in your history, if they want to ask you in your jam or wahe, Nigeria tradition, it is what? Will you say, what if will you mention any other tradition? You can't mention, you can't, you, if you can't choose any other answer than polygamy. So if you don't want to fail your jam or you don't want to fail your wahe. So even I know it through my when I was in secondary school. I don't even know the meaning itself. I don't know the meaning of polygamy. I just know our tradition is polygamy. So except you were born in outside the country and you were following the culture in other country, that's the only solution. Even our men here in America, in London, some of them go to Nigeria and have another wife. They will hide it for the sake of my tradition is polygamy. And what are you going to do? Some of them will stay back to Nigeria that are not coming to your America and stay in America because the traditions, the traditions. Some of men that are never a king, they are with multiple wives for the sake of tradition, polygamy, our tradition, polygamy. So talk less of when the king married you and you expecting a king not to have another wife. Let me tell you something. Even the ex-king that died, the ex-king that passed, I don't want to read that. The ex-king that passed, some queen doesn't leave the palace, and the ex-king that passed, the present king has the right, a title to marry them if they want to be with the king. As tradition, he will never reject them. Even king doesn't reject any offer. If you go to the palace with your sister, even with your wife, the king might order that as for today on, you become my wife. And you say, Kabiyesi, she's my wife. And the king will tell you, I'm telling you, as from today on, authoritatively, she's my wife now. If you are arguing with the Kabiyesi, with the king, they will lock you up. Yemi said, Nigerian tradition is one thing, but what the woman desire is another thing. Yes. Yes. Our tradition is so funny. You know why it's so funny? It is not even funny, but that's what the way it's been done before I was born. Yeah, and it will never change. No Western world can go to Nigeria and change tradition. They have been trying to change it. It won't change because our Nigerian men, some of them are not contented with one single wife. Some of them that marry one wife have side chick. They will be hiding it. Some will marry one in Ibadan, in Abuja. They will marry them far away. That is indirectly practicing a polygamy. Because I don't know why African men are not satisfied with one woman. But the only one that satisfied with only one woman must be pastor, must be so faithful to his wife, must be maybe a man of God. Yeah, a man of God. And a king practice all religion. A king does not have a religion of his own. A king must practice all the religion in the town, in the state. Yeah, because that is why it's called traditional. They are traditional king. That means the king in your town. So they practice every religion. They can never say, oh, I am a Christian, so I can't practice a Muslim. I am a Christian, I can't practice the other Iseshe. They do all the religion because they will never discriminate about any religion. And they can marry any woman, any lady from anywhere. When a king marry every lady, a king must surely marry a lady from his hometown. If a king doesn't marry a lady from his hometown, he's never a king yet. His town will give him pressure that you must marry from our town. You must marry from our town. You must. It's under must. And a king must marry any lady. He shouldn't discriminate that, oh, this is one Hausa, I don't want to marry him. This one is Igbo, I don't want to marry. This one is so, I don't want to marry. That is why he's a king. As far as the king came from the country, he has the right to marry any lady if it belongs to that country. Yemi said, if woman of God can be polygamy in nature. I told I don't want to show my face on this topic, but people will come for me. But some people are bitter. They don't want to listen to polygamy. What is it self? What? I don't know why some women are bitter. I understand. But what is this self? This life is so short. It is so short. This is your tradition where you came from, Africa, Nigeria. There's a difference between Western world and even the white people know our tradition back home. Never tell me that people that are in Saudi Arabia, they practice one wife. No, because they knew as a Muslim, they don't want to be messing around. They would rather choose, you know what, instead of me to be messing around, let me have two. I don't want to mess around. Let me have three. No, messing around. Let me have four. That's what people in other Arabia country. I don't think they practice one wife, one. No, because Muslim people too. They knew that you might never be satisfied with one woman. Sometimes, some men doesn't satisfy. They want to be changing like this, changing wrapper, changing shoe, changing bag. No, this bag is old. Let me buy a new one. Oh, this bag is, oh, I've been using this bag every day. No. Let me take the green one today. Yesterday I have the purple one. Some men love changing women like this because I think they derive fun from doing that. maybe they derive from, maybe it's fun, maybe they're enjoying it. So some Muslims will rather marry them than to be messing around. From Muslim, it's according to their religion, they can marry as more than one wife if only they can take care of them. Some of them cannot even take care of them. They marry them because of the religion. Those are the Muslim people. But Christianity are the religion that is strange that came to Africa. They told me that in my government too. Christianity are the religion that brought to Africa and try to change our tradition. But some traditionalists refuse to change their tradition. So as some people, some traditional religions, they don't change their tradition, they still keep to their tradition. But Christianity, a Christian person would not want to marry more than one wife. But some Christian, let me say, time has gone on, forget the tradition. Yeah. But some Christian, they display one wife, eh? But they have some concubine, some side chick, and hiding them. Some Christians display one wife to you, eh? But they have one other wife, like more than one, and marry them hiding somewhere in some state. Tell them, no, don't tell nobody. Oh. Don't let anybody know I am the father of your children. I'm not the father of your kids because I'm a Christian. You know that? Don't know I'm a Christian. Please, so. And the woman was trying to cooperate because he doesn't want, he wants to keep his the father of our kids because that is what he wants. So some woman will try to cooperate and say, okay, I won't let people know that you are the father of my kids. You are their father. He will be trying to organize himself, trying to see when to see them, when not to see them, try to call them, when to call them, when not to call them. That is Christian, but hiding it. Because Christian knew that they can't be bold of showcase more than one wife. But if you are a Christian and you call yourself a Christian to the core, and you believe you can go to the palace, you can marry a king. If you are a Christian, if a king trying to ask your hand in marriage as a Christian, you have to reject the offer. Forget about being a king. You don't see that as, excuse me, sir, I am a Christian, I can't marry you, sir, because I can never stop you from marrying more wives in future. And the king will leave you alone. Yeah. But for you to have go accepted the king to marry you, you've already how do they call it I don't know the English words to do that. You what I don't know the English to do that. For you to have accepted to marry a king, when you call yourself a Christian, you can't be a Christian and agree to marry a traditionalist, a king that no tradition, a king that can have the right to marry 10 wives in a day. Don't you know what they call a king? Hmm. Yemi said one wife and side chick are not accepted. Do you know what they call a king? You can be, let me tell you something. You can be walking by. Let me tell you. You are talking about king. King. You can walk by bypass. Let's say a king is sitting down in front of his house, enjoying the nice breeze. And you are a beautiful girl walking bypass like this, shaking like this, shaking, catch walking like this. The king can ask the MSF, Hilary, look at that, say, bring her for me. You have no right to deny the king authority because he commanded that I want to marry that beautiful girl that is passing by. Wow. And the MSF will come and ask you, oh, king is calling you. A king is calling you. And if you don't want to answer the king offer, they will carry you and bundle you. You become the king wife. He can lock you up. So if you don't want a king to ask your hand is married, don't near around the king house. Don't even walk bypass. When I was in Ogun State, I went to see a friend of mine in Ayetoro there. So now there, the king in Ayetoro was a young king, very young king with bushel sword, and very young king like the king in Ife, very young king. A friend of mine said, "Yemi, be careful. Don't walk bypass." I was so young then. Don't walk bypass the king house. I said, "What do you mean?" The king will ask them to bring you, then you become the king wife. Right? They will say, "Ah, Alake, you sure?" He said, "Yes." When the king said he wanted to marry you, how dare you rejected the offer? They will bundle you. Do you know what they call a king? A king means he have the authority and power to command his kinsmen. Amen. Say that I want to marry that beautiful girl. Eh? You have no right to say no, no, no. They will bundle you, eh? Pack you, lock you up. They have guard room. Don't you know they have guard room? They lock people up safe. And so what my mother told me, I said, hey, you sure don't walk bypass the king, in front of the king house. If he commanded that they want to marry you, you can't escape that. You know, king can marry as many wives as they want. When I was going, I never walked bypass the king in front of the king house because I don't want to become a king wife. Then, if I know, then after I walk by and become the king wife, maybe I would have been queen now. I would have king, queen, princess, princess, princess. That was then because we always care to walk around the king because king can marry you and can ask people to bring you to the palace. You become the wife. But those days we always care to become king's wife because king marry many wives. Yeah, because they have the right to marry many wives. But if you're a Christian and you believe the king will send all the women in the palace away for you, so to keep only you, you are joking. You are joking. You are deceiving yourself. You are joking. You are deceiving yourself. Even after you, another one is coming. Another one is they continue to marry as long as they are still living. That is their tradition. That is that's why they call them traditional king. Those are the only ones that practice our tradition in Africa. But we, Alakowe, London, Americana, we practice Western world tradition. So let Western world tradition be Western world tradition. Let Nigerian tradition be Nigerian tradition. Any man that wanted to keep to one wife, he choose to be with one wife because his capacity cannot maintain more than one wife. He knew he can't love three, four wives at a time. That is a true love. When a man be with one, five, six, seven, eight, nine, do you think it's love? That is not love. Now, they don't marry for love in our tradition. I don't think they marry for love because there's no way you can love four, five, six women at a time. That is not love. They marry them because Yemi said Christianity is an act of the heart. Yes. So they marry them for business. Yeah, for business. Because instead of him to have some people, some other people to and to take care of some activities, he will rather have wife four, wife six, wife seven, no, Olori one, Olori two, Olori four, Olori seven. No, to take care of some activities. Some activities. When the king is married to one wife, the kinsmen, the joye, all those the kinsmen, the oloye, they don't like it. They don't like it. They don't like it. I don't know why. Because they believe he might the one wife might not give her to he might not give she might not give her to a king. Yeah, you don't know any wife that might give birth to a Ifa might not choose her son. Yeah. So when they marry multiple wives, out of those wives, the next king is amongst them if they give her to male child. Particularly if you marry to a king and you don't have a male child, all you have is female child. There's fire on the mountain. And you expecting your man not to marry another wife. No, he will marry you. If at all you have a male child, he will still marry another wife, because that is why it's called a king, because you don't know which which one that will become a king. It might not be your own child. It might be the third wife child that becomes the next king. That's why they have multiple wives. The Ifa might not choose the Ifa might not choose your son. Ifa might choose the third wife. Ifa might choose the fifth wife's son. Ifa might choose the youngest one among the family. It might be the last wife that gave birth to the youngest boy. Maybe that's the one Ifa will choose. That's why they have multiple wives, so that they can give birth to multiple king. They can give birth to multiple king. So when you marry to a king, you should expect that you're going to have multiple wives. And you don't when you marry to a king, if your husband was never a king before and your husband become a king, you should be expect that your husband will marry another wife. Yeah. Except you tell your husband, you know what, you're going to become a king now. I don't want to be a polygamist. I don't want to have any rival. I am divorcing you. I leave you for them. But if you accept your husband to become a king, that means you are going to be welcoming multiple wives. Jamie said polygamy is good. Yeah, polygamy is good because they married this wife for their own purpose. When you marry to one single woman, nothing to worry about. You don't you marry for love. You marry for love because you committed to her. But when you marry one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, do you think you can look out of those seven wives? There's one single one that you will love. You can only love one person, not multiple women. You can only love one person, one. Can you split your heart into five to six? One person out of some of this wife, there is a favorite one. Favorite. I watched a video today. The Kabiyesi Ooni of Ife, Kabiyesi o. This way was talking about the new wife. That means he must have loved her. So amazing. He must have loved her. People were saying people were saying to them it's old. But to Kabiyesi, she's never old. Kabiyesi said something. She said, thank you for your maturity. If you guys can go and watch the video, I don't have it here. Thank you for your maturity. You use the word for her. Thank that if you might go and watch the video, but I don't copy video on my phone. I just the YouTube recommended it for me. I just click on it. I was at my job. Kabiyesi, the king said, thank you for your maturity. Your husband tell you that, when your husband say that to you, that thank you for your mature, that's the only word I grab. He told Miriam that thank you for your mature. Guy, you can go and watch the video. When a king telling his first wife that thank you for your maturity, you know what that means? It means a lot. Means a lot. That means she agreed to be with the king. She knew what she going to get there. She knew the king can marry. She doesn't disturb the king to practice his traditionally. She doesn't stop the king his witches. And the king said, you calm, you quiet, I don't know the English the king used. Yemi said that is what is happening with the king. Anyway, when you marry to a king, you have to prove mature. Let me tell you, let me give another example. I don't want to mention some people name on my channel, okay? This lady that is in Lagos, everybody, you know what I'm talking about. They're married to the billionaire. You know what I'm talking about. She married to this man at the age of 21. And this man have multiple wives. And this lady stay. Some people choose to be in a polygamy because that is what they want. When you choose to be in a place, you will find it so comfortable for yourself. You won't see it as a problem. You won't see it as a problem. You know what I mean? So you just live with it and accept that, okay, this is my fate. You have to force yourself to love yourself, to admit yourself. You have to admit it that, okay, It's something. Love is not like something you grow one day. Love, you build love. You build love, and you reset your brain. Let me set my brain. I don't love this guy, but let me reset my brain to love him, or to love the situation and find myself. So that small girl, 21 years old, oh, if you see the way she celebrated her birthday yesterday, you see the way she was taking care of this man, you will be impressed. And she held up in a polygamy, but she never see that as a problem. She find it so simple, so easy. She make herself comfortable because she choose to stay there. Because that's our tradition. Anyone that doesn't want to practice African tradition will go to Western world and marry white people, marry in Europe. So if you are lucky to marry Europe and end up being only you and your husband, you have to count yourself so lucky. But if you marry in Nigeria, trust me, even not only king can have many wives, there's nothing you can do. He might keep you at home and hide some wife somewhere. You will know until after maybe it's no more, and they will bring him children, and you so he got you, he got you, So you mean that is his son, eh? See that? They will they will hide some wife somewhere because they scared to let you know they have another multiple wife somewhere. And the family member will know that they will just cover up. So talking of the king that, you know what, these are my wives. I love them and I'll marry them. I can marry as many wives as I want because my tradition permits me to have multiple wives. But that multiple wife, as women, we don't want to hear that. Because every woman don't want every no woman wanted to share her husband. No, no. Let me read comment. Yemi said, can a man satisfy all the women? I don't know. I don't know what they do. All I know is that Yemi, what do you guys mean by satisfy? People always say satisfy. What do you people always mean by satisfy? Satisfy in any way. In what way? In what way? Eh? What people sometimes people like, can you satisfy them or I don't know, maybe we ask them. We ask them, but like this small girl that married the 63 years old, people will say, can you satisfy them? But this girl never complain to anybody. This girl never complain to anybody that how basically they don't complain to us now. That basically just satisfy us. Did they complain to us? Eh? None of them complain to anybody now. But we are just pity them. We are just saying, can we satisfy them? Ha! Did they complain? Did they come and tell us when when the first one was so happy yesterday that person married her? She was so happy. She was smiling. She was she oh my god, she's still on top of the world. So if it doesn't satisfy them, will that one be happy yesterday that oh I'm so happy let me see put my enemy to shame because we were looking at them now maybe they can't satisfy them but they were happy, so happy. What do you mean by satisfy? I'm gonna let the chat sef. No, okay, you said okay, you mean in bed. Okay, Yemi said, can a man satisfy all the women in bed? Yemi, okay, you okay, okay, satisfy what does satisfy mean? Would if you are even married, if your husband married only you, will you be will your husband satisfy you every day? Is it gonna be every day? So it's not be every day. Sometimes someday you'll be tired now. Let's say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You can't be your husband cannot be satisfy you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Nígbà tó fi ṣàlàyé bá fọ̀ tó kì í ṣe pé aṣọ náà ń fọ̀ tí ṣe pé wọ́n tí ṣe pé nǹkan mi wà bẹ̀. So they can't complain. So even one Even one woman sef, your husband cannot be satisfied you every day. You have to give a break. So I think that is the period they have for the other wife. Break. They say, okay, maybe you complain today, you complain next today, and your man will give you, the woman will give anyone that complain like for a couple of days. Then the next one will be next one. The one that doesn't complain, it will be the one turn. Anyone that complain, Kabiyesi will just leave them and move to the one that doesn't complain. If you complain, Kabiyesi will just go to the room number 4. If room number 5 complain, just go to the room number 2. If room number 2 is at getting his energy back. So I don't know how they do it, but they don't complain to anybody. So it's king's life. His king life is you don't know a king life. Wọ́n sọ pé ayé ọba ayé ìjẹ̀kújẹ̀. Kingdom, king's life, the best life. They eat the food they want to eat, they do whatever they want to do, they marry any woman of their choice, they enjoy their life to the fullest because they don't know when they're going to die. They enjoy their life to the fullest. Nobody can dictate for the king how to manage his kingdom. King, no woman can tell a king woman to marry, woman not to marry. You will rather leave the palace, you will move out. That's why they are called king. No woman will dictate and tell the king why you want to marry wife. And I don't know, Kabiyesi, no, I don't want to know. No, I'm going to be the only one. How dare you telling a king how to manage his kingdom? I mean, you are not fit to be with the king. You just made a mistake by finding yourself in the kingdom. Yeah, once you marry to a king, even your husband you married before you become a king, it will be like a stranger to you because it's gonna be entirely different. His character will be different. The way you talk to your husband will be different. You can't just talk to him anyhow like before. You are going to be respecting her. You are going to be respecting him more than before he become a king. You are going to be giving more honor because when you marry your husband, he was never a king. You can talk to him anyhow. You can do anything anyhow. If you want to talk to your husband when he become a king, you have to bow down, be on your knee, respect him, honor him because he's a king in the world. There's a king, our God, but another king in the world is the king in the town. The king. So if you marry to a king, you have to choose one. Either you stay with the king, let the king enjoy his kingdom, let him marry as many wives as he want to marry because he is the king. He's enjoy his kingdom. Or move. And before you move, somebody else is already coming in. They don't care. They just don't care. When you added a queen to your name, that is honorable. Do you know what? Me, I don't have a queen in my name now. If I would have known then when I was young, I should have walked past the king house when my friend told me, Yemi, don't go there. The Lauro was my Ayetoro king, he marry young girl. And I was running away. I should not just listen to my friend. I should like the queen and you can queen. Because that Oba Ayetoro there, very young Oba, he married young girls, a lot of young girls. Me, I should have run away. I didn't know that it's good to become a queen. But those days we scared to be a queen because you don't want to end up being a polygamy. You don't marry to a king. If your husband marry another wife, you are a polygamy already. So polygamy in a king is even better than polygamy in the common man. Yeah, I'm going to end this chat. What people come for me and come to my comment section. People should not come and bombard me. We are talking. This is general talk and the way it is and the way it is done. It's sometimes it's better to be a polygamy in a kingdom, royal family than to be a polygamy in a common man than can't even feed one wife, that doesn't even can't even feed himself. Marry more, 2, 3, 4. Let me say, I think that is a taboo to complain, but I think that they will have a confidence that they are poor their mind. They call their mind to yes, yeah, they don't complain. They don't complain. And wait, hey, something I want to say about the thing. It is a taboo when you marry to a king and another man is messing with you. When you don't know what they do for them and sacrifice. It's a taboo. There was a time I was calling somebody from Ile for yesterday. I was just talking about Kenya and say, meet them alone. Some of those ones, some of them maybe that use the king. You don't know what they are getting themselves into. Now, any man that married a king, sometimes it's not good. You don't make mistake and it's a taboo. That's why some of them stay with the king. Because king is not ordinary man. Yeah, they are not ordinary person. Do you think they are ordinary person? You can leave somebody, common man there, I'm divorcing you, I don't want to live today, and move on right away. But once you live with a king, you don't, it's not only in live for yesterday, that you don't divorce a king. A king doesn't divorce wife. Let me tell you, you don't divorce a king doesn't divorce. A king doesn't reject woman. They don't reject wife. The one of the king, the Olori and the Oloye, the kinsmen, can come to the palace and say, Kabiyesi, I want to marry my daughter. And the king will accept. It's like a gift. They give them woman like a gift. Oh my goodness. Our tradition is sometimes funny. They presented king with a female, a beautiful woman, a fine portable one package. They don't present them a gift like diamond, car. They presented them with a wife that king, we want you to marry her. And the king will never say yes. They don't reject wife, they don't reject woman. That's why they marry multiple. And they don't divorce. They don't say I don't want to marry you again. It's against their tradition. King doesn't divorce wife, and you don't divorce king. Ask me, if you want to divorce king, how do they do it? If you want to divorce king, how they do it? You will quietly walk away. That is how they divorce king. You will quietly walk away. You will leave the palace. You won't live in the palace no more. You will stay on your own. And if people see you on the street, how Baba Nko, àwọn wà láàfin, it's fine. That is how they divorce king. You can divorce king, but you will not announce it. You will not expose the king. You will not say a word. You walk out gently, gently, gently. And the moment you know somebody else is messing with you, you want king to mess with you again, and king will leave you alone. And king will still be calling you his wife. You don't work, if the king doesn't divorce, don't you see Aláàfin for your kọ́lọ́n kó fọ̀run most of the wife that left, Aláàfin doesn't divorce them. He keep saying I don't divorce them. They live by themselves, and when they leave, they don't say a word. That is how to respect the royal, the kingdom. You have to walk away. You don't say a word. You have to walk away. Quietly respect the crown. If anybody asks you what is going on, nothing, nothing, nothing. But when you started saying some stuff, that means you are disrespecting the crown, the kingdom. So they don't divorce. They don't send the wife away, and the wife doesn't divorce them, but they walk away. They won't say anything. They won't announce. They won't. They won't bully. They won't mess up the kingdom. They will respect. They are not respect the king though, guys. Not that they were respecting the king. They are respecting the crown. The crown is made. That's what made them a king. The crown. That is what they respect. What they have in their head is the crown. That crown is what they have respect. Is the what made them a king. You know, that's why they call king have crown. So you don't divorce king. King doesn't divorce wife. but you can walk out of the marriage without without say a word. You might not tell people that if people ask you about your husband, oh, it's fine, he's in the palace. But meanwhile, you have walked out. That is how Peter does it. And king doesn't die, but king doesn't reject any woman. If you have many children like this, let's say you give back them for almost 10 kids, and king admire you. King, if somebody say, oh, king, can you marry my sister, but she already have 3 kids, king will not reject you because they don't discriminate. King just say, oh, because you have kids, she has 3 kids, she has 2 kids, I don't want to marry her, because he is a traditionalist. They don't reject, they don't neglect that, oh, I don't want to marry her, because it's not an ordinary person. So I'm going to end the chat, guys. So that's all about the marriage to a king, guys. We are just discussing here. So anyone want to marry to a king, you can marry to a king. Okay, it is your choice. Hmm? Oh, this is a new person. Oh, Fasilite name. Oh, God bless you. Oh. I think you are watching me. I don't know who's this person. You are new to my chat. God bless you. Oh, and we are discussing about nice topic. If you want to marry to a king, it's very nice. Oh. If I know when I was when my friend told me, let me don't pass through the front of Anito to king to house. If the king saw you, if the king see you, he will marry you. He will ask the MSF to to carry you to the palace. You become the king wife. Oh. And I said, eh? And I was running away. I should have wapa pass. I should have check like this. Catch up like this. I'm becoming a king. I would have become Queen Yaite. I won't have mind become a second wife because king can marry many wives. Trust me. And they will be fine. They enjoy like a paradise. Ah, when you are in the palace, hey, another world. Palace is like an institution, like you are in a government house. Palace. Ah, my sister married to a king. I will tell you, just sit down there. How do you care? You are third wife. Are you care? You are sixth wife. What is your business with four, five, six, seven, eight wife? You are queen is queen. Queen is queen. Whether you are third, you are fourth, you are second, you are queen. We be calling you queen in our family. You are added title to your name. Queen, queen. I don't know why my son don't marry queen. Don't marry king, but they don't come across king. When you marry to king, you are blessed. Thank you. You are new to my chat. Thank you. I do cooking and I talk. I do cooking, I do inspiration, but I don't do vlog. I don't do vlog. I don't know how to do vlog because I can't speak English. Guys, you know I don't do vlog. I can't speak grammar. When you do vlogging, you'll be speaking some grammar, but I can't speak grammar. This I can I can speak simple English, but I do cooking and I do inspiration. I don't think my inspiration require too I don't think my inspiration require too much English. So on my channel I do cooking, I do vlog, I do inspiration. I'm going to start uploading a video on my cooking channel, but I do like cooking too. I do like cooking. Okay, you know me from the day of watch hour. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, I'm going to make you a moderator now. Oh my goodness, that was for 3 years ago. Wow. Let me read the moderator. That was 3 years ago. Wow, wow, wow. Naomi, I don't even hear from Naomi. We don't see each other again. Everybody was just scattered. That was 3 years ago. Let me make you a moderator. Wow, Naomi, that's my friend. We were looking for watch shower. Don't think that's very funny. It's been 1 year. Let me get my friend. Let me make you a moderator. I'm going to add this a moderator. Oh my god, I'll detail it. Sorry. Did that hide you? Can you see me? Can you see me? I don't know why all the messages deleted. Say something. I don't know. I'm trying to make you a moderator and I don't know what's wrong with this. Oh my goodness, I made a mistake. Okay, okay. Now I can see. Yeah, you can see me now. Wow, that was then. Oh, that was 3 years ago when I was looking for watch hours. I was looking for watch hours. That was then. So sorry. I was looking for watch hours. That was 3 years ago. So how are you doing? How are you doing? Can you imagine? That was 3 years ago when I was looking for watch hours. Eh? It's so no, it's so funny. Oh, we were looking for watch hours. Oh my goodness. Before, oh my goodness, we were looking for watch hour. We will be grinding, subscribe, coming, subscribe, coming. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we share with love. Oh my goodness. Now I'm so no. That is amazing. That was when we were looking for watch hours. That was then. That was a couple of years ago. That was 2 years ago, right? That was 2 years ago. It's not easy. Oh, if you want to monetize your channel. Yeah, let me make a moderator. Yeah, that was there. It was never easy. Before your channel can be monetized. Oh my goodness. I will go to your channel, okay? I will see your channel. I will watch your video. Okay. Thank you so very much for supporting me. God bless you. I made a moderator, okay? God bless you. That was a couple of years, 2 years ago. That was 2 years. Hmm. It's not easy to monetize your channel. No. I don't know how they do it now. Is it still are people still going through all those stages to monetize their channel now? Are they going to that stage again? It was so hard. It was so very hard to get your channel monetized those times. You will look for watch hours. Wow, 4,000 watch hours. You have to have 1,000 subscriber, and that 1,000 subscriber is so hard because you are new to YouTube. You don't know how they do it. You'll be looking. Okay, it is the same, but they don't go mad. Are you monetized? I will don't want. I will go to your channel and watch your video. I will watch your video. Can you can you can you can you copy your link and leave it to my channel? Don't worry, I will watch your video. I will go to your channel, okay? Does it still hard to get monetized like before? Is it still hard? It was so very hard. It's not easy to get your channel monetized. Just there. I don't know how they do it now. And when you want to have a YouTube channel, people don't know it's not easy to be a content creator. But my think it's so easy that you just open a channel, get YouTube, start looking for people to subscribe to your channel, and people watch you, then you get monetized. It is very, very hard. It's long processing. Wow, it is very hard now. Wow. YouTube is saturated. Wow. So they don't want to monetize. They don't want to monetize new content creator no more. They don't want to. They don't want to monetize new content creator no more. Is that the reason? Hmm? Yeah, that's why I keep my channel intact because I don't want my channel to go. It's not easy for me. Oh. I need to keep going because I don't know. It's because I went through a lot before I can get my channel monetized. So that's what give me special interest on my channel. Special. I have to put my channel like priority like this. You know what? I went through hell before I can get this channel monetized. Okay, it's not easy for you. So sometimes when you remember what you went through before you get your channel monetized, you want your channel to go like that. You want to. You have to keep going, keep moving. Because I think YouTube make it so hard to get your channel monetized so that you can respect your channel, you can take your channel very important, very like something that you don't joke with. I think that's why YouTube make it so hard for you to get your channel monetized, because if you don't go through that stages, hard time to monetize your channel, you might think see that it's something simple. Now what is it? You might just abandon your channel like that. But when you go through those processing, hell, that period, you will choose your channel like something like important, like a priority, something you can never joke with. Even getting a channel name, I remember we keep changing name. Yes, I'm not changing my name, channel name, I still remain in the life. So uh, I don't want to joke my channel because some people might not know. People might see you are like a wasting of time. Like you don't have a job. You just on YouTube. But people don't know that the moment you have a channel, the moment you are a content creator, you must still make sure you are consistent. That is why YouTube put advertisement on your page, so that people must click on your video and they must see this advertisement. So the moment you get your channel monetized, you must keep going, you must keep uploading. If at all you don't upload, you must do something, make your channel active. Make sure you do something on your channel. Now I can't have time to upload a video cooking. I have to choose motivation so that I need to keep going, keep my channel very active so that my channel will be recommended. You know what's something funny? I'm making money. I don't know. When I see money on my channel, this is money, oh, eh, money. It's like it's like somebody will just dashing you something. It's very amazing. When you open your channel, when I open my channel, I open it because I love doing this. I love doing what I'm doing. I love it. But after 3 years, I was making money. I see money coming. One of my videos is giving money every day. I want to make cassava. I think I don't know what people watching there. This video give money every day, every day. And when I open this channel, I don't think I can make money on it. I was just doing it because I love doing it. I just opened my when I wanted to open my channel, I called my son, that I want to open. My son said, Mom, you want to have a YouTube channel? I said, yes. Ah, who told you to open it? I said, I don't know. My mind was telling me, go and open a channel. And my son, Mom, you can cook. People will watch you. It is good. But mom, you stammer and you have Nigerian accent. You might not talk. You can just be posting your video. Some Indian people, some of them don't talk. They just translate the video, they type. No, nobody don't need to talk. I said, I don't need to talk. My first video, I never say a word. The guy watch it because I'm scared to talk. And this time I just tell myself, I said, you know what? I can speak English. Do I need to be speaking like American? No. That means I will be talking. Sometimes I will be stammering, I will be talking so fast. Sometimes I will slow down. But I never be defeated. I never see that as a problem. I never let that one put me. I never bring myself down. I was never allow myself. I never devalue myself. When you devalue yourself, that means you are not confident. You are lack of confidence. I never see that as a problem that, oh, how do I speak? Can I speak English? What will people say? And people will bully me about my accent. Will they understand my English? No, I don't see nobody. I just keep going. I just keep going. Because I have vision. Because I love doing it. Because I don't want nothing to break me down, nothing to distract me. I was just focusing there. No, I must focus on my channel. I must focus on my cooking. I must focus on my inspiration. I will just say what I got to say. I don't care what people say. If you like bully me, I'll just end the chat. Bully me, I'll end my video. But I thank God I keep going. But when I never upload there, when I never come here for my inspiration, that was when I sick. But people don't know. So people don't know. That's why I stopped for like a couple of months. Yes, passion. What is a passion? What is a passion? So this is a an advice for people. Because I can call them upcoming, but we are the senior. I can call myself senior now. Yeah. But because before they calling us upcoming, we'll be looking at Tokumbo, like big YouTuber, as a big YouTuber. We'll be looking at all the big YouTuber, you know. But I call myself, I'm not calling myself upcoming anymore. So upcoming YouTuber, you want to have a YouTube channel, you must look for what you good at. You must have a passion. You must have a passion. You don't look at the money. Don't think about I want to make money. You will not be consistent. But you need to have a passion. What do you love doing most? What is your passion? What are the things you love to do that you are not if you don't like doing it, don't have a channel. But nobody forcing you. Nobody asks you to come. YouTube is not calling anybody. But you must have a passion. You must love what you are doing. When the moment you love what you are doing, you are good to go. You are good to go. You can have a YouTube. But when you want to copy people that this guy, she have this channel, I want to have it. It's not your passion. You want to copy. You want to follow people. But you must love what you were doing. The moment you love what you were doing, you will grow. You will look at yourself, you will look back, you will see yourself where you are. And something again, you don't look at yourself, don't look down on yourself. No, 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 no. Don't never look down. Never believe you can't do it. If I can do it, me, and okay, if I can do it with my English, with my Nigerian speaking American accent, if I can do it, don't let your accent eh, deceive your Nigerian accent. How people say, people believe it. What about my accent? If you go to some of these Indian video channel, sometimes their English you won't understand, but they still there. They keep doing it. They don't see that as a problem. It doesn't nothing to do with them. They'll just do it because they love it. Some of these Chinese people, some of them don't speak English. Indian, some of them don't speak English. Some of them speak their Indian language for their uploading for their video. They don't see that because English is a borrowed language. Yeah, we learn English in school. Everybody learn it in school. But the only country that speak English are London, America, all right European country. But when you came from India, you speak that your language. Some Chinese speak their Chinese. So I never see that as a problem as like obstacle for me about my accent, about my English, about the way I speak. The only thing that was challenging for me was I talk so very fast. I see that as a challenge, but I overcome it. I overcome it. So YouTube improved me a lot. It, YouTube improved me. It helped me. It helped my brain to slow down. Because when you talk so very fast, people will not understand you. But when you talking all the time and you do the same thing every time and you expect that people are watching you, people don't want to listen to you. You have to slow down for them. Then they can listen to what you get to say. Because you were trying to pass a message. So it helped me a lot. YouTube helped me with that. I see that as a challenge because of my the way I speak. I was a fast talking. Sometimes I can't understand myself. I'll be asking what am I saying self? But people understand you. So later on, gradually, I was learning, gradually improving, slow down in talking, slow down in talking, and I can see what YouTube really does for my life in talking. I slow down. When I first started my video, it's not funny. Oh. I don't want to listen to myself talking. I will I will reduce the volume. When I'm talking, I will lower the volume. And what am I saying? Self? Oh my god. But I never see that they challenge these guys. I never see my brother already my mother will tell him that you love doing this thing. My brother is living with me. He say, you love this thing. I love it. I love my channel. That's why I was consistent. Yeah, I talk so very fast, and sometimes I can't hear myself. There was a time I sent my video to one uncle Michigan. He said, "Yemi, I can't really hear you. What you are saying? I said, you can't hear me." He said, "How can people hear you? Say, how did they hear you?" I said, "I don't know." I was never happy when this man, he had to call me. I sent my video to him. I said, let me share my video to him. He's my uncle. He live in what is Michigan. I said, let me share my video to you. The video was inspirational. He said, "Ah, I can't really hear you. What are you saying?" I said, I'm talking now. He said, "You sure? And you think people can hear you?" This was funny. This man said, "I'm sure people can hear you. Yeah, I mean, you need to work on your speech. You need to learn how to slow down." And this man doesn't know that. I can't slow down because it was difficult for me to slow down. I don't think so. Maybe my brain doesn't slow down. Maybe it's speed off. Oh my God, for you to correct my brain. I should be paying you to be safe. Guys, don't you think I should be paying you to? Guys, do you think I should be paying you to back? They are paying me, but I should be the one paying them because they corrected the way I speak. They corrected my brain for me. You need to slow down my brain. Because you need to slow. Okay, it's like you are talking to people now. You want them to understand you. You are passing a message. You are passing a message. Okay. When you don't slow down, how do you expect them to get the message you are trying to pass to them? So YouTube really helped me a lot. It helped me to slow down. Like, this type and take. Yeah, YouTube. YouTube really. It is true. Oh. It's like a testimonial, guy. I'm giving you a testimony. YouTube helped me. YouTube helped me a lot to correct my brain. It slow me down the way I talk because I am talking to people. I should not be talking to myself. You know, when you are talking so fast and you are passing a message, you have to slow down because you are only talking to yourself. So I learned how to slow down to talk. I mean, even try before you guys cannot hear me. Oh my, there was a day I wanted to watch my own video. Do you know what I do, guys? I lower the volume. I said, what am I saying? I can't even hear myself. And people hear me. They don't want to say nothing. No wonder someone they don't come to my life because they will, what is she saying? Say, oh, it's very funny. But I thank God. Everything is, I think, I slowed down a bit now. Yeah. So YouTube, you need to love what you're doing. You need to love, you need to have a passion. Go to one YouTube channel for we call them upcoming YouTubers, content creators. Before you, yes, I'm going to end this chat. Yeah, we won't again. I will come and watch your video, guys. And thank you so very much. God bless you. Upcoming YouTubers, upcoming content creators. Before you have a channel, you need to ask yourself, what is my passion? Why did I want to have a YouTube? What is going to be my content? You need to ask yourself, it's like when you want to start a business, you pay for a shop. Okay, you rented a place. Before you buy a place, before you rented a place, you must have a business you want to put into the place. You must have something why you want to rent a place, why you want to start a business, what is the motive of business. You know, you must have something that you wanted to be selling in the store. It's like YouTube too. It's the same. Before you have a YouTube channel. Yeah, thank you so very much. God bless you. I will come and watch your video. I will come and check you. Before you have a YouTube channel, you will need to ask yourself, I want to have a YouTube channel. Okay, why did I want to have a YouTube channel? Okay, what is going to be my content? What are going to be my content? Because you might have a content, you might have a blogging, you might have many contents, okay? But what are going to be my content? What are my content before I have this channel? But the moment you start your channel, and did I love doing this? You need to ask yourself, okay, I love doing this. When you love what you are going to be doing on your channel, that will make you to be consistent. You will concentrate on your channel, you will love your channel, you will you will treat your sign like a priority, like something that you can't joke with. That is when you can have a channel, because it is so hard to have a YouTube channel. It is so difficult before you can get your channel monetized, before you can get 1,000 subscriber, before you can have the followers, before if you have people watching you on your live chat sef, 5 person watching you, you are even lucky. If you have a live chat like I'm doing now, and you have 5 people come and join you, you are only talking to yourself, you must be, maybe be a big, you must be a big, maybe you are popular a bit, maybe people know you for being consistent, that you always you always come on your channel. If you have people watching you, like if people watching you on your live, maybe you have a live chat like 5 or 4, you are so lucky. That means you are consistent. So before you have a YouTube channel, you must ask yourself, what did I love doing? When you love doing what you're doing, you will be consistent on your channel. Your channel will grow. You will be doing great. So I'm going to end the chat, guys. So our topic is very amazing. I'm going to end the chat. I'm tired yourself. I'm to doing well. So guys, the topic we do today, we are not defining, we just talking generally. What is it when you marry to a king? What should you should be expect when you marry to a king? What you should expect? So it's not strange. Whatever you expect when you marry to a king should not be should not be strange to you. That is what you expect. And a king can marry multiple wives. That's why they are king. Only king that passes our tradition. Even with a common man can marry more than one wife, because that's in Nigeria, that's our tradition in Nigeria, but not in Western world. In Western world, they will lock you up. In Western world, if you marry more than one wife, they will lock you up. But in Nigeria, I don't think anybody can lock anybody up. But you, as a wife, you can lock your husband up. Being married, why if you marry another wife as a wife, but our government cannot lock him up for you, because they will tell you tradition. Even Nigeria sef, even judge, they have more than one wife. I see a lawyer that have more than one wife in Nigeria. A lawyer. So you can't, that's nothing like a case like marrying more than one wife in Nigeria. Like, oh, you marry more than one wife, I'm taking him to court. Even the judge have more than one wife, the judge. So that's why it's been written in our constitution that our constitution, our tradition is polygamy. So, but not in Western world. If you try that in Western world, you'll be locked up. So a king can bring all his wife to Western world. Even the white people know that. They are special people. King, king. A king can come to America with all his wife. They will give them visa. They know they were king. That's why they were king. So they are traditional king. Okay? So marry to a king, expect more than one wife. If you don't want polygamy, you better don't marry a king. Don't try that. Don't go. Don't mistakenly go there. And when the king, I know about Baligo, the more you marry to a king, I think some people say it's difficult for them to marry. I don't know. I don't know. Some people say it is taboo. Another man to marry them or to date them. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm going to end the chat. So I'll see you next week, guys. I don't want to come online, but this message just came to my brain. So I need to pass it on. I'll see you guys. God bless you. My sister, God bless you. Yemi, God bless you. Anyone that watching me, God bless you all. And some of you that didn't say something that watching me behind the camera, God bless you. At least you give me views. I really appreciate you. You know, I don't want to show my face. I don't want you guys to bombard me with my face. That's why I hide. I hide like this. Because what I'm going to say is nobody wants to listen to it. Women don't like it. They don't want to listen to our tradition. They hate to say that. I have to hide my face like this. Like, you know what? Then you show my face here. Because they will bombard me. Even after I end this chat now, they are coming to my comment section. And if anybody comes to my comment section and say some trash, I will block the person. I don't keep comments safe. Most comments I need to delete them, but I'm not talking to anybody. It's all about king. And what do you expect in the king house, in the kingdom, in the palace, in the royal family? It is reality. It is right. So I am not fan anybody. I am not a fan of anybody, but I know how it is done in the palace. So I am not a fan of anybody. So I know how it is done in the palace. And particularly, I don't know why some people always abusing our king sef. It is not in our culture. Let me tell you something, guys. If you abuse a king in the old days, they will call elegba. In those days, if anybody abuse a king, they will tell those MSS to go and bring him or her and lock the person up. They have guard room in the palace. Guard room. They have guard room where they lock some people up there. So it is against our tradition to abuse king sef. You don't disrespect king. You are not disrespecting the king, you are disrespecting the crown. Ori-ade náà ń pè. You want to abuse a common person, that is different. But to abuse a king is against our tradition. It is like that person is causing the irúnmọlẹ̀, those traditions. So it is against the law in Nigeria. You don't do that. Even the white people respect our king than we in Nigeria sef. I'm going to end the chat. Nobody should come for me o. This is my channel. I see you guys next week. Bye.